back to Lumiere Tarot. My name is Claire and today we're going to do a pick a card reading, and the question is, no contact, do they care? Okay, so we're going to have a look at the energies surrounding that. So if you would like to choose one of the four piles, let me get them into view for you so you can see them properly. So we have Group 1, Group 2, Group 3 and Group 4. That's Group 1, Group 2, Group 3 and Group 4. If you pick one of these sets of cards, I ask that you use your intuition to pick your cards rather than just mere sight. So just take a few deep breaths and just use your intuition to pick the cards and just relax into it. And I will put the timestamps below so that you can go to your card number. Okay, so it's no contact, do they care? If you want to find out more about me, then my website is listed in the description box below, as are some of the cards that I am using in this reading if you're interested in any of those. Okay, and let's get started. Okay, so this is a reading for people who picked card number 1. So we have fear, a time for healing, the Lovers, Seven of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Fool, and we have the Health card here. So yeah, quite interesting energies here. I can tell straight away that they do care that you've gone no contact. We've got the Lovers here, so this gives me an indication that this is a soul connection, soulmate connection, or a twin flame connection. So I'm getting the sense that this is a very important relationship in both of your lives. It's probably based on a soul contract that you agreed before you came to this life. So it's quite a powerful union. So I would say that they do feel deeply connected to you and they do care that you've got no contact. So the Lovers card does indicate a soulmate, and it does indicate a very deep and meaningful relationship. So I know that that is what we're dealing with here. So let's look a little bit closer at some of these cards. So I've got this card, a time for healing. So I'm sensing that the no contact period is hurting them quite a lot. They're feeling bereft, they're finding it quite difficult, but they're using this time wisely and they're using it to nourish themselves and to take care of themselves. Some people may be using that time just to distract themselves from the pain of it, but hopefully they're doing the inner work. I definitely get a sense with this card that they're doing the inner work that's needed to make a success of this relationship and to really learn the lessons that they have experienced through being with you and from your time together. So they're definitely doing some healing work at the moment, and it's definitely giving them some food for thought. I would say it's a deep connection and that you are on their mind quite a bit. We also have this card, I'm getting very strong energy from this. This is the Fear card. Okay, so they are afraid that they have lost you this time. They're afraid that you are gone forever. They're really frightened that they've made a mistake and that they're going to lose you. So there's a lot of fear around this, but I'm also sensing there might be like fear on both sides. They're frightened that they're going to lose you, but they're frightened of the relationship. So I'm sensing that there are some old wounds here based on experiences from old relationships and old patterns, things like that. So they are experiencing a lot of fear. You know, this is giving them a lot of anxiety. So they are thinking about you and, you know, they are worried that they've lost you and that they've gone too far this time, or that it's just pushed it to the brink and they don't want to lose you. This is why they've got the fear. They're not feeling relieved. They're feeling frightened that you have left them. So that's what they're considering at this time. Let's have a look. We also have the Queen of Cups energy. So during this no contact period, they're definitely, this Queen of Cups energy refers to deep, deep emotions. And you might not be aware of this, but this is a really deep heart connection, like we were talking about with the Lovers card, you know, of a twin flame union. These feelings that they have for you run really deep. They run really deep. They've got a, you know, they feel it in their heart space. They have deep feelings for you. I sense that that is true love, and that this connection with you is very, very significant and very important to them. You know, which is why they're feeling all this fear, because they feel like they've lost something really important to them. So yeah, there's a lot of sadness included in this healing time, and they are really, this is a very reflective card, the Queen of Cups, but it talks of deep emotions. You know, it's a water energy, so we're looking at like deep, deep emotions from the heart. So yeah, they are feeling that for you. We also have the Seven of Swords. So I feel like they're juggling a lot of different ideas about this relationship, about what to do going forwards. I'm sensing that they've got a lot of responsibilities, that there's a lot going on for them, but which is sort of becoming a bit of a distraction from the no contact. I sense, you know, the Seven of Swords is traditionally a little bit of a sneaky card, so they may be trying to find some solace in connecting with other people. I'm sensing that. It doesn't mean anything though. You know, this Queen of Cups, this is the meaningful relationship in their life, and they're just trying to boost their ego, boost their self-esteem, and just kind of feel good again, because, you know, they're thinking they're gone, that you have gone, and they're trying to make some moves to look like they're moving forward. So if you see them on social media, maybe they're going out, maybe they're travelling, maybe they're going on holiday, and it all looks good from the outside, and you're thinking, well, they don't care about this. This sneaky energy, all is, you know, it's saying to me, all is not what it seems. Yeah? So I think they're putting on a bit of a front, they're trying to put on a bit of a brave face and hide these deep emotions from the Queen of Cups, from you and from everybody else. Yeah? And they're trying to keep that hidden, and they're trying to make it look like they're moving forward, but they're not. They know that you are the soulmate, you are the deep connection that they want. Okay, we also have the health card. When I see this, I know that it means not just physical health, but mental health and emotional health, and I can sense from this that the no contact period is creating imbalance with them, with their emotional state and with their mental state, which is why we're seeing some of this untruthfulness going on for them. So, you know, it's creating a little bit of imbalance. It's making them feel stressed, basically, you know, along with the fear. I see this as the same sort of thing. You know, this fear is causing them to be unbalanced. It might depress their immune system a little bit. They might be feeling that in terms of stress and headaches and things like that. So it's definitely having a sort of physical and emotional effect on them. So yeah, I say that they do care. We do have the Fool as well. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm always dropping the cards. So we have the Fool energy. I'm sensing that this is linked. You know, they're trying to make a show of making a fresh start, of, you know, getting out and having adventures and leading their life and doing things, but it isn't real. Okay, so if you get a sense of that, or you hear from somebody that they're getting on with their life, you know, it isn't what's really happening. They're just putting on a front for what they're doing. So I think sometimes they're getting a sense that they can move forward, or they can do it. They want to believe in that, but they're not going to be able to let go of this strong connection, of this lover's connection. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. I hope that was helpful. I definitely sense that they are feeling the pain of this no contact right now. You know, they do, and you know, they are doing some inner work to get back to a grounded place which I feel is important, and I can see, you know, a deep connection and deep feelings here. So yeah, I wish you all the best. I hope to connect with you again, so subscribe to my channel. It's been an honour reading your cards for you today. I've really enjoyed it, and give me a thumbs up. And yes, I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Okay, so this is for everybody that picked group number 2. So this is group 2 here. So we have enchantment. We have a third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Beautiful card. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the 5 of Swords. We have Judgment. And our last card is Calmness. Okay, so let's take a look at these energies of these cards for you then today and see about this no contact and do they care during this no contact period. Okay, the first thing that I'm sensing is that there is, with this 5 of Swords energy, this is quite low vibrational energy. I'm sensing that they are, that there's some simmering resentment here. Maybe there's been some pettiness that went on before this no contact happened, but they are regretting it. They know that they weren't acting in their highest and best. They weren't bringing their best self to this relationship. And yeah, they just feel ashamed. They regret what they did. They feel like they were petty. Now that you've got no contact and they've stepped away from it and they've had a bit of space, they're just feeling like it all just looks a bit silly and it was all unnecessary. So yes, I'm definitely feeling that with that energy. We also have the Ace of Swords. With this card, I'm sensing that the no contact they feel really cut out. They are feeling the pain of this. They feel this sharpness. Yeah, I'm getting a sense of the sharpness. I think it has affected them quite deeply. They do feel cut out, they do feel isolated, they do feel lonely, and this time of no contact has given them quite a lot of clarity in terms of how they see the situation between you both. So it's really given them a sense of how they feel about you, and it's giving them food for thought, and it's giving them a chance to really think about things and get clear in their own minds about how they feel about you and what's gone on. So let's take a look at this one. So we also have the energy of the 7 of Pentacles. So this is an interesting card. I'm sensing that during this no contact they feel like they've realised during this thinking period that, and this clarity that they've got, that they're going to have to work for you now. This isn't going to be like, oh, they click their fingers and you just come running back, because you're not going to do that. So what I'm sensing is like, you know, they know that they're going to have to work for you now. They know that they're going to have to put the effort in. They know that they're going to have to work for you. And they're thinking about how they need to do that. We also have adjustments are required. Yeah, so, you know, there's a lot going on with them mentally during this no contact period. You know, I'm definitely sensing, so we've got these adjustments are required. They know that they need to work for you, and they know that they need to make changes. And, you know, with this Swords energy, they're definitely thinking that through. They're thinking about what changes they could have made. You know, they feel filled with regret. They feel like they've been an idiot. They know that they need to work to get you back. And then they know that they need to make changes. Yeah? So there's a lot going on for them in their minds during this no contact period. So I definitely think that it's been a good thing for them to be able to get this time of reflection and, you know, to really think things through. We have the card Calmness. I sense that this no contact period is a good period for both of you to reset Yeah, because I feel like with this Five of Swords energy, this resentment, this pettiness, that, you know, this time for each of you to have your own space is really, really healthy and is going to be the best thing for you both in the long run. So you can see like what's best for you as an individual. So this is bringing some more harmonious energy into your space and some harmonious energy between you. So I'm sensing that the no contact period has helping to settle things down a little bit and to just bring things back into a healthier, more balanced place during this time. Okay, we have the card Enchantment. This is a very beautiful card. I sense a lot of positive energy around this. I feel, you know, that they still have strong feelings for you, that you're still magical to them, you know, that you still enrich their life, and they are, you know, they still have these feelings, even though you're not in contact, they still recognise you as somebody very special, somebody that they shared really positive experiences with, and somebody who enriched their life. So yeah, they definitely still have positive feelings about you regardless of all of this. Okay, and lastly we have the Judgment card. So I'm sensing during this no contact, because we've got the angel here with her trumpet calling people up. They miss the contact, they miss hearing from you. Doesn't mean that you should contact them, but it means that, you know, they may be considering reaching out and calling you during this no contact period. They want to definitely, they are considering getting in touch. They are considering reaching out to you. The Judgment card is, you know, it's in, you know, similar energies to this, you know, with the Five of Swords. You know, they've been through all this, it's been a little bit nasty, and now this is the outcome, this is the judgment, this is, I call this the reap what you sow card. So, you know, if it has been a bit low vibrational and not very cool, then this is a result of it. But what has happened as a result of this no contact is they've been called to raise themselves up, and be better, to be a better person, to communicate better, and to treat you better, and to really bring their best selves forward to this relationship. And they've realised that now. They've realised that, you know, they've been petty and low vibrational, and, you know, they want to lift themselves up and be a better person, just generally in life. You know, they don't want to be behaving like this, they don't want to be this person. And these are the revelations that they've had during this time of no contact. So I feel that they are, this has given them a lot of food for thought. You are on their mind. They do still have feelings for you. It has given you both a chance to reset, and now we can see where we go from here, where we have greater clarity and want to make a better go of things in the future. So I would just let these energies play out for a little bit, and we'll see where we're at with it in a few weeks' time. So that's all I have for you today. I hope that was helpful. I hope that resonated with you. Please give me a thumbs up. That really helps me so much. And if you want to connect with me and find out all the other things I'm doing, where I am at all over the web, then please see the description box below. All right, it's been great. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is for people who picked pile number 3. So let's have a look and see what the energies are doing here. So we have the card Enjoyment, the Emperor, Four of Swords, King of Swords, lots of swords energy here, very interesting. We have the Eight of Cups, we have a fiery climax approaches, nothing wrong with that, and expectancy. Okay, so let me just take a look at the energies in these cards. So the first thing that jumps out at me is this 8 of Cups. So no contact, do they care? I'm sensing that the no contact period they're experiencing sorrow, and with the 8 of Cups we see a great sense of loss. So I'm definitely sensing that they are experiencing loss over this. They feel sorry, they're sad that they have lost you and that you're not in contact. I'm sensing that they really miss you. They're getting a lot of pain in their heart. They may even feel heartbroken. So, you know, in short, they do care that you've got no contact. So this is, quite a powerful indicator of that. We also have the 4 of Swords. You know, I'm sensing from this that they've really retreated. Yeah, this is what I'm hearing, retreat. They've retreated into themselves. You know, this has been a blow to them. A blow to their self-esteem, a blow to their ego, a blow to their heart, and now they are retreating into themselves. Maybe they've stepped back. Maybe they're not in contact with you, or they're not trying to get in contact with you, and you feel like, well, maybe they don't care, and they're just nursing their wounds. They're just going into themselves, and they're feeling a little bit shut down, and they're taking a little bit of time for themselves because it's the best that they can manage right now. So that's what I'm sensing with this 4 of Swords energy. And we also have the Emperor. So I'm getting a strong sense with this that they're being very disciplined and very controlled. So again, I'm getting a sense that they're not reaching out to you during this no contact period, but they're having to use their discipline, their personal discipline and their mental discipline not to do that. I also sense that they're using emotional discipline so that they can look like they're cut off, so they can look like they don't care, so it can look like it doesn't matter. But we see from this 8 of Cups energy, it does matter. You know, inside, that's how they're feeling. They're feeling sorrow, and they're feeling that it does matter, that you're not in their lives. So we have the Emperor here. He's very controlled. He's feeling like he's in control of this situation, and he's definitely looking like that from the outside. He's giving all the indicators that he's in control of his emotions. But and this can be a man or a woman. We're just talking about the general energies here, and the energies are they're having to use their discipline not to get in touch with you. You know, they don't want to look weak. They don't want to be the one to make the first move, and so they're using this Emperor energy of discipline and control to make that happen. Okay, with this card, Enjoyment. I definitely feel like they are missing you. They're missing the good times. They're missing the good times that you had together and the experiences that you had together and your beautiful connection. So it's something that's on their mind at this time, which leads in with this loss feeling. You know, they're feeling like they've lost this enjoyment. They're feeling like they've lost something that's really good in their lives. And that's what's causing this sorrow. So I'm definitely sensing that as well. We have this card, Expectancy. This is a very clear message. You know, they want you to get in contact. They're using all their resolve. They've shut down, and they're using their resolve to be disciplined and not contact you. But there's this expectancy there. They're kind of hoping that you're going to break that and that you're going to get in touch. They're sort of expecting you to get in touch at some point. Maybe this has been a bit on again, off again, and in the past you've been the one that's reached out to them. But there is a hope there, there is an expectancy there that you will reach out to them at some point, and that they are not expecting this no contact to just be no contact forever. So yes, it's definitely given them a lot to think about. We have the King of Swords. So there's this Swords energy here with this 4 of Swords, and then we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is quite a mature energy, but again, it's feeling quite cut off and feeling very disciplined as well. very similar to the Emperor. There's a lot of yang, masculine type energy here, where they're using masculine energies to cope with this emotional situation. So I feel with the King of Swords, they're spending a lot of time thinking about it. They are processing it in more a mental way than an emotional way. In the emotional way, they're just feeling this loss in their heart. But they're spending this time of no contact to think it through. And they're thinking it through in a very mature way, which is bringing a lot of clarity for them. So if things felt a bit messy, got a bit nasty, got a bit confusing, then this time is bringing them clarity. And I see that with this King of Swords energy. So definitely some good reflection going on here. And if or when you do find that you're back in contact, you'll find that there is some good clarity there, that you'll make some progress in your communication that will help you both to feel better. We also have this card. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries or a rising sign in Aries or a fire sign. So that's just, that may resonate with some of you. But it says a fiery climax approaches. So I'm sensing that all this holding in that they're doing, they're trying to suppress this feeling of loss. They're trying to hold everything in with this Four of Swords energy. And be very controlling, but I sense from this fiery climax that it's kind of like a volcano. It's got to come out somehow, and it's going to come out all in a rush. So there's not going to be some sort of tentative, oh, I'm going to text you. I sense, it's going to be quite bold. With this no contact, I think maybe they're considering getting back in touch with you. They definitely have things that they want to communicate, and they're going to overcome this control, or this these feelings of being able to control themselves. They're not going to be able to manage it and keep doing that forever. So I sense give them a little bit of space, and they're going to come rushing towards you. If that's what you want, if that's the energy that you want and you invite that, then they will come back to you. There may be some fiery words, a bit of an exchange, and maybe that's what you need to get things out in the open, to really get this King of Swords clarity that we've been looking at in this reading. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. I hope that was helpful for you. I hope that was beneficial. Please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to find out more about me and where I am on the web, then please see the description box below. And if you would like to find out more about these cards that I've been using, then I've also got those linked in the description box. Okay, so it's been lovely spending time with you today. It's been my honour to read your cards, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Take care. Okay, so this is the reading for people who picked cards number 4. So let's take a look at these energies and see what we've got with this no contact situation, and if they care. Okay, so first of all we have the card Eternal Flame. So I'm sensing yes, they do care. We have Full Moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. We have the Chariot. We have Page of Wands. We have Nine of Swords. Page of Pentacles. And we have Courage. Okay, let's take a look at these energies. First of all, we have this Eternal Flame card. So during this no contact, they do care. They feel that you are a very significant person to them, that this is a significant relationship for them in their life, and they feel a deep connection, which may be a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection. So I'm sensing both of those things. I'm sensing that their feelings do run very deep, that the feelings run deep both ways, and that there's a strong connection here, and that's not something that you can just throw away or take lightly. So I'm sensing that in this no contact, they still have these strong feelings for you. So although there's no contact, although there has been difficulty, There's still, you know, a lot of heart there, a lot of feelings, a lot of strength of feeling that they have for you. Okay, so let's take a look. And also we have this Page of Wands. So that's telling me that the spark is still there, they still miss you, and they, you know, that's a passionate energy there. So, you know, there's still that attraction, there's still that spark. You know, these two combined, we've got the deep feeling and we've got the physical attraction. You know, this is a good match. So although there's been some stuff going on with you and your person, I'm sensing that they do, that they are feeling this because it's such a strong connection. Let's have a look. So, and also the thing that's telling me that this is a big deal for them is this Nine of Swords energy. This is nightmares. This is the nightmare energy. They're feeling a lot of sorrow, they're feeling a lot of loss. It's giving them a lot of stress, actually. It's creating quite a lot of emotional stress for them in their life. You may not be aware of this, but it's definitely something that they're feeling and thinking about. You know, this Swords energy is all about what's on their mind. So they've got these strong emotions which are caused by this deep connection that you and your person have, and this no contact period is really creating you know, a strong reaction in them. You know, they do feel a lot of loss, it is causing stress, and you know, this is a time of difficulty for them, definitely a time of difficulty. Let's see what's going to happen. Taking in some of these other energies, we've got the Chariot energy. This is a major arcana card, so we've got a lot of power here. There's a lot of power and energy behind that. I sense that they're using that they're trying to control things a little bit. You know, they're trying to fight between what they're thinking and what they're feeling, and trying to work out what you're thinking and feeling, and they're trying to rein in all these things to try and keep control. I'm also sensing that they've got some other things going on in their lives, maybe to do with their families or their work. There's some sort of responsibilities, but what I'm feeling is that there's a lot of powerful energy going on in their life. They may use this energy of the Chariot to come towards you very quickly at some point out of this no contact, you know, because we're sensing that it causes a lot of stress, that it's making them very unhappy, and they're going to want to put an end to that situation. So I sense from this Chariot card that they can and may, for some of you, come towards you, and it will be quite a strong energy. They'll, you know, it won't be a tentative sort of thing. They're going to be like back in your life quite seriously, if that is what you want. If you are open to that energy, then that is something that can manifest for you if you want it. We have your dreams need a practical plan. So I sense from this no contact, you know, the Chariot is a card of practicality, of getting stuff done. So I'm sensing that, you know, what they've been thinking about and what they've been considering about with you is that they want to turn this into something more concrete, something that's a little bit more real, and they've been thinking about some of the practicalities of your relationship together, okay, at this time. So it's no good just having a lot of feelings and stuff. You know, life is complicated, and sometimes that can lead to overwhelm. So they're trying to take the time to break things down like that. We also have the Page of Pentacles. This beautiful card. I see that this is a very positive card for you. I sense, you know, Page of Pentacles can represent grounding. So, you know, they're taking this time of no contact to really kind of get centered and get grounded in themselves, so that they can, you know, I'm sensing maybe with this Page of Wands energy and this dreams need a practical plan, that maybe they haven't been, you know, been there for you and met your needs in the way that you want them to. And it's not been due to a lack of feeling, it's just been just sort of lack of thinking things through or considering it, or lack of communication. So I'm sensing with this card, this can often represent that they'll be coming forward with a gift. So that might be a physical gift, they might give you something, or they might come through from this no contact with, you know, a good idea of how they can meet your needs, or some sort of offer of a more serious relationship or something like that. So again, if you're open to that, then that is something that can manifest for you as a result of this no contact period. So they do care, they are taking their time to really consider this, because it is causing them a lot of anguish, and they want that to end, and they're trying to work out this card, this practical plan card, what they can do to get you back and to get their soulmate and to bring that connection back into their life. And we also have this card, Courage. So this is quite beautiful. I'm sensing that, they're really stepping into their own power during this time. This is what's happening. You may not be aware of this, but they're definitely, if they've been a little bit wishy-washy, if they haven't really been very clear about how they feel about you, I'm sensing that you need to take some time out for yourself and really get involved, step back and get involved in your own life and the things that really bring you joy, and trust in the universe that this time is for you and is meant to be. Now your person is summoning up the courage to come towards you with this Chariot energy and with this gift and with this message. So there's a lot saying, I do care about this. This has been a difficult time, and they want to come towards you with this, because they are struggling and they do feel this connection very deeply. So they want this no contact thing to be resolved. Whatever's behind the no contact, they want it to be resolved, and they're really digging into their courage at this time. That's such beautiful pictures. They're really digging into their own essence, their own courage, and getting in touch with who they are so that they can bring that to you. So they're spending this time wisely. Then, it's giving them a lot of food for thought. I can sense, from these cards, it's causing them anguish and stress. It's a strong connection for them. I can see here in the cards that, they do feel this loss. They do want to be, they want to rush towards you. They want to do it right now. But they're not feeling brave enough, which is why we've got this courage card. They're scared. There's some sort of fear. They've got a fear in their heart, which is stopping them from getting some of this stuff sorted out, some of the practicalities. But invest in yourself, nourish yourself, and that's going to shift the energy, and be open to it. Let them, give them that chance to summon up that courage so that they can come towards you and bring you this gift of what you really want from this relationship. Okay? That's all I have for you today. I hope that was helpful for you. I hope it gave you some insights into your no contact situation. It has been an honour to read your cards for you today. I've really enjoyed it. If you want to connect with me, then my details are in the description box down below. And if you like any of the cards that I've been using and want to know what it is that I use, then they are all listed in the description box as well. So please subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you again, and leave me a comment. I love to connect with you in the comments as well. Okay, so it's lovely to see you. I hope to see you again, and take care of yourselves. Okay, bye-bye.